Evening, Mark.
Hello, mate.
How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good,
Very
good. Just watching the boys behind you training. Weekend off. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, I think we would have preferred to play, building up some great momentum, playing really well. 3 really good performances back to back. A lot of boys in form. But at the same time, doesn't matter to get a bit of rest into the legs. It's fine as well. 2 games in 3-4 days. So over this weekend.
Yeah, just after a 5-0 win, it was been nice to get going, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been, to be fair. I think we felt the same when we played really well at Ebbsfleet the week before, and we would have rather played on the midweek. But there's plenty of games to build up some momentum.
Just seen Barry out the corner of my eye. Is that a good sign?
Yeah, he's not got the all clear yet. He needs the all clear from the hospital, but he's able to do sort of like non-contact stuff. He's not able to head the ball.
Okay.
But yeah, he feels in a better place. But we are waiting for all clear. But I think it's good for Baz to be around the boys, so he's out there.
Fingers crossed we might see him again this season.
Might do.
Brilliant.
Might do.
Cool.
Alfie's not feeling well, and Jason's not feeling the best either. So they're going to be.
Thought we were over that.
Yeah, well, there's loads more about in there. So
Yeah.
I thought we was. Yeah, virus free, but maybe not. So there's a lot going around at the moment, colds and stuff. So that's not ideal. But we've got a load of great fit players, and
Yeah, when you see them all together, you remember how many we've got actually, don't you?
I know, it's good.
Yeah,
really
excellent.
good.
So, busy weekend ahead, 2 games, Chippenham Town and then away to Welling on Monday. Business end of the season, isn't it?
Yeah. We've got to take care of our business. That's what matters.
Do you think we've got to get 6 points, and if we don't get 6 points, we can forget the title?
Well, I think we'd definitely be longer odds. That's for sure. We've definitely got to take care of business and win our games, and just see what happens elsewhere.
They're looking strong, aren't they? So
yeah, they're looking okay. And fair play to them. They've been resilient, and they've
got some last-minute wins and things, haven't they?
Yeah,
so
they've hung in the mix, and they've got a great team spirit down there. Obviously, it's the business end, as you say, and obviously what we're hoping for is that we can take care of our own business, and then their metals tested, and
squeaky bum.
yeah, it does feel like on I think if you was a neutral, you'd think this league this year's had a lot of ups and downs, and you're thinking, would it have any more? I don't know. I think you're right. I think we've got to win our matches, take care of our own stuff, and if not, then the season will see itself out to Maidstone winning it. But listen, they're having a great season, and you can't knock that, and that's where it is. But it's not done yet, that's for sure.
Chippenham
Yeah.
beat us 4-1 in a crazy game in December. I think we conceded 3 goals in a 10 or 15 minute stupid period, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we know that they're capable of, and I think they narrowly lost to Maidstone at the weekend, didn't they? They had a penalty at the last
I think
minute,
they're a
which
really good
wasn't
team,
given.
actually. I mean, they dine out on loans and stuff like that, and that's the way things have to be for them as a club, which, again, you have to respect the way clubs operate. But several different players, but they got, other loans in, and
a change of manager this week.
Yeah.
You surprised at that? Edge of the playoffs to change the manager at this point in time?
I'd assume that things weren't brilliant behind the scenes down there. I don't know. It's not our business really, but they're a team that can beat anybody. They're young. They're going to be enthusiastic. So expect a big challenge. Down there was our lowest ever of the season.
Absolutely.
Really.
It's probably the 3rd time this year that we've played a team who've just had a change of manager. First game, boost to the squad and out to impress the new manager. It's always difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it is. I mean at the same time, I think there's an organic aspect of the stalwart manager not there. I think it's hard to, when we went to Oxford and David Oldfield had COVID, and I sort of said at the time it's it's a big loss in the dugout. Obviously,
it's almost a goal down before they started, wasn't it?
Yeah, it goes both ways. On the one hand, they try hard for the new manager. On the other hand, there'd be a little bit of. I'd have no idea what the new guy's like. He might be an unbelievable manager. I've no idea. Unbelievable coach. The players might play for him. They might not. Who knows? To be honest, mate, when teams come down here, it's really just about us, really. And if we can just play the way we can with the intensity we can, then we're confident of beating anybody down here, and that's what matters.
When you've lost to a team already in the season, does that play on your mind when you're playing them again, or do you move on from that?
Not really, because it's always circumstantial, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you go through bad spells. We obviously, that was at the peak of our crisis of injuries and stuff like that. And
I think it was the game after that was the first of the 10 or 11 game winning streak, wasn't it? So,
yeah,
as
it
you
was.
say,
Yeah,
it was the lowest.
Yeah, it was. But equally, on the day, they done the job. You know, Chippenham done the job on us that day.
Absolutely.
And you had to shake their hand. They deserved it. You know, exhilarating sort of forward play. They were as good as we were bad, if that makes sense, and that was why the result was the result. But Saturday, this time of the year, is going to be a completely different.
We owe them one, don't we?
Game of football. It is what it is, mate. We might, you know what I mean. It's teams beat each other.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
we beat Maidstone twice, and Tunbridge have beaten us twice. It's just I guess that's the makeup of a league.
As
You know
I
what
say,
I mean?
that's how difficult it is to read, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Monday, Welling. First time we've been to the ground. I think you went there on Saturday, didn't you?
Yeah.
What do we expect?
Well, yeah, didn't realise on a bit of a slant and that pitch weren't great, to be honest.
Grass?
Yeah, grass, but real good little feel about it as a ground. It's just off the sort of high street, if you like, and London buses going by and all the rest of it. So we'll look forward to that game. Yeah, I think we look forward. We've obviously not played there ever. Yet been in the league 2-3 seasons, and yeah, I think we'll look to get Friday done and dusted. I think Friday's a tough game, Alan. Do you know what I mean? I think Friday's a really tough game because just the type of team they are, and they're at that point where their season's a bit make or break, so they're going to be putting everything in. But a lot of these, you know, all the teams in the sort of hunt, if you like, they're all playing teams that are playing for something. Do you know what I mean? So there's in the most cases there's something on everything at the moment. You know.
I think at the time of interview, there's still tickets on the coach for that for the away game.
Right.
So but there's not many. So if anyone does want to come to that, hurry up and buy it quickly. One thought: next season, what point do you start thinking about next season, or is it because of possible division change, you're not allowing yourself to think about anything, or are you already thinking players? I mean, ground,
not
kit.
Really, like, I mean, at the moment, primary in my mind is sort of like, I don't know, chairman, if you like, really, is that we look really good for a home playoff game, which if we can bring. I mean, listen, we absolutely feel like there's a lot of mileage if we can take care of our business in the title. But that's going to mean, to your point earlier, it's got to be pretty unblemished now. We've got to really, you know, carry on our good performances. And we need to make sure that, you know, tomorrow we just regain, with Maidstone not playing, that position where it's just 4 points, whereby even a sort of draw and a win means it's down to one match, and that changes the landscape heavily. But in my head, we're thinking a home playoff game, which if we can get a home playoff game at Meadowbank in front of a sellout crowd, that's a big ticket for a club like us, and I fancy us.
Where you are now, would you take having to go to Hungerford last game of the season to win the league?
Yeah, of course, yeah, 100%, yeah. They're our mates down there.
Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they're our mates down there. No, it would. Listen, it's 100%. I mean, we've but just if you look at where it is right now, we're in the Surrey Cup, Surrey Senior Cup semi-final coming up soon. We've got a title challenge that's on the rails still. We're almost, you'd like to think, a couple of 3 wins from a home playoff game, which are going to be in front of a packed stadium in the sun, and that is going to be the highest the club's ever finished in its short history, and all of that off the back of the most torrid year for injuries ever known to man. You know, we've suffered nothing but problems all season, so it'd be a real
achievement. Absolutely.
But you'd never write us off, Alan. Do you know what I mean? You'd be a fool to write us off, whether it's champions, whether it's playoffs. No one would write us off, and we certainly, the spirit around us is really good, and we're just going to keep doing our thing.
Cool. On that positive note then, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers, Alan.
Cheers, bye.